What up, YouTube? I am Wally, and this is Real Babes, and y'all are watching Swamp Fox Adventures. Today we are headed to Chiquita Beach, and it's a protected cove. It's really, really nice. We're hoping the waves haven't been too big and the visibility's good, and we are going to be doing some snorkeling. We were gonna surf, but I didn't want to surf, so Real Babes wanted to surf. I wanted to snorkel. We're gonna go try to grab some lobster today, at least get some snorkel footage, and then I think we're gonna go meet up with Jose and Ruth and hike some waterfalls. I'm pretty stoked about that. Y'all can see a little bit of rain on the windshield. It's because we are still in the rainy season here in beautiful Arecibo, Puerto Rico. Unlike most of the snorkel spots that we go to, Chiquita, you can actually drive right to it. So it's usually not that crowded. It's usually pretty open as far as no people, which is nice. But you can drive right to it, and I love that. We are also going to be doing some micro fishing today. Real Babes has been wanting to specifically do some saltwater micro fishing. And Chiquita has a bunch of really, really nice, deep tide pools. And we haven't fished them yet, but we've seen a ton of fish in there, little sergeant majors and whatnot. So we're gonna see what we can pull out. One thing we didn't bring with us is one of the little plastic tanks like they use for betta fish and whatnot. We use them for photographing the little micro species we catch. But I just found a pet store. It's 8 minutes away, and we're gonna go see what we can't find. Hopefully we can get a little viewing tank so Real Babes can get her fish pics. Okay, I'm gonna roll the window down. Check all the mud here, y'all. You can see that wash. That is all mud that gets pushed down from the mountains during flash floods, and that's pretty burly. You started crossing at a bad time. I panicked and followed you.
Doing well.
So pretty. Hi, little fuzzy dog. Hi.
Or should we get a box one? A round one is probably hard to take pictures, right?
Yeah, it'll distort the image a little. Let me see. Which one you get?
This one.
Ooh.
Little pink ones. Oh, look at this guy.
That's a little baby discus in there. Some barbs, bala sharks, crayfish. Cichlids, baby? Yeah, all kinds of different cichlids.
Oh, wow.
Some pretty ones. Sun conures. Oh no, those are lovebirds.
Oh, they're so cute.
Yeah.
I like them.
And guinea pigs. Okay.
Buenos días.
Gracias. Real Babes has lost the car keys, so we think they're in the pet store. Yeah?
All right. Thanks.
Real Babes has been toting this big, like ginormous box of milk bones around for almost a month now, and no dogs will touch them. We've even tried feeding them to like starving dogs. They won't touch them. Wild pigs will not touch these milk bones. So I think we're gonna take them snorkeling with us and see if the fish will even touch them.
I know. They're hopefully good for chumming the water because they don't seem to be good for much else.
I really don't need anything from the gun store.
Was I supposed to go down there?
You were supposed to turn there. So we're not gonna stop, because if we stop in the gun shop, I'm gonna end up buying something. And I don't need anything right now, so we're not gonna stop. Goodbye, Bam Bam Gun Shop. I'm sure I will visit it soon.
See it.
Real Babes is sort of
It should
freaking
be
out.
illegal.
This is the specialist clinic for ulcers. I don't know if y'all can see. I'm gonna blow it up, but that is some pretty, that's as graphic as the anti-smoking ads or whatever they put on cigarettes in Vietnam. Yeah, we have. Oh, it's choppy today.
Wow, that's a lot of chop.
Yeah. It doesn't look like there's super big swells, but it's definitely choppy. It is busy today. We've never seen it packed like this. It's a little rough for snorkeling today, so we're gonna check the tide pools out, see how the micro fishing opportunities look.
Yeah, it's windy.
It is. Real Babes has spotted some fish.
See a school right there?
Yeah, those look like little, like silver sides or something.
Yeah, I don't know what they are.
I'm not seeing any like reef type fish. We'll look around some more. Oh yeah, it's super windy.
And I just...
We are just gonna do a little exploring before we grab any fishing gear or anything. That is another one of those giant termite mounds. Now check this out, y'all. Here's the mud tunnel. Oh, see them all? That's what they use to get from their mound all the way down to the ground, and that's where they get their moisture from. Termites are heavily dependent on moisture. That cave, y'all. It doesn't go back nearly as far as I thought it did.
Finding treasures.
This is a piece of sea glass with, it looks like little coral polyps or sponges growing on it. That's a limpet of sort, but I've never seen a red one.
They're super pretty.
We are going to go up through this crevasse. Oh, in here, babe.
Oh, I see him, Sergeant Majors.
Yeah. Well, they're stuck in here, so.
I'll come back for them.
Yeah, they're not going anywhere. We'll grab the rods and come back.
Ooh, this is cool.
Yeah. Wow. Don't get washed off.
I'm not going to get too close because it looks like it can get sketchy up here.
It does look like it gets sketchy.
Something in it. It's a crab. Is that a big fish on the bottom or a beer bottle? That's a beer bottle, I think.
I don't know.
I don't know either.
We are now going to pick our way back up through here.
I want to get a picture with you this way.
Okay. Ancient petroglyphs lining this little limestone cut. I think they date all the way back to maybe early 21st century. Real Babes is as sure-footed as a mountain goat. I'm scouting for any more trapped little Sergeant Majors or other cool little reef fish.
There's definitely some type of little reef fish. He just went under that ledge right there.
Yeah, that's a nice undercut. All of these ones are. I bet there's some cool stuff in there.
Okay, all right.
Real Babes has got everything condensed in her new little pet shop photography tank, whatever it is. We threw our bait out like 2 days ago, and I forgot to get some more, and we haven't caught any more, so we're using gulp today. I know. It was this tiny one up here, right? Oh yeah, I can see him swimming from here. Okay, we are at this tiny little tide pool, and Real Babes is gonna fish. I'm gonna fish as well. And they are right in there. We got on this side of it, so we're not casting a shadow over it. When the fish are trapped in little tide pools like that, shadows really sketch them out because they're super vulnerable to seagulls, pelicans, and other birds like that. I totally beat Real Babes to the punch. I'm gonna go ahead and drop. Trying to film and do everything with one hand. Oh, I have one already.
No way.
Almost. Yeah, they're hungry.
This is exciting.
I think it just sketched them out. Oh, there's something else in there getting it too.
I saw them stalking yours.
I know. They're striking, but not real hard. Yep. There we go.
Look at you.
I got you tangled a little. That is I'm going to keep him in the water so we can get him in the tank.
Alright,
Okay. You want me to hand you the forceps? And you can dehook him?
With my fingers.
Okay. These are barbed.
Okay. He's just lip hooked.
Yeah, they're 14s. You got it?
Yep. Oh, look how pretty he is.
Nice. Now you can get your photos.
Yes. Doesn't count though, you caught him.
Well, it doesn't matter.
That's pretty.
Yes, they're always pretty. That is a sergeant major, named because of the stripes. Real Babes is now going to release that little sergeant major. Bloop. Now it's your turn to catch him. We might have to move to a new tide pool. These fish smarten up real quick. Sorry, baby.
Still nothing there.
I can see him sort of looking at it, but we're moving down to another tide pool. Try to stay on this side and drop it down far enough where it goes in past that little overhang. Oh, there's some stuff popping out. They jumped from the middle one and swam over to the third one.
Seems like they like it.
I'm fishing this deep little hole I found. Real Babes is up there targeting some, they look like silver sides. I'm getting some really light hits. Just tap, 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 tap. But I haven't seen anything yet. And I haven't been able to get anything to chase the bait up far enough to where I could get a look at it. So I don't know what's hitting it. Could be a little crab. I've decided to move in and try to snake another one of Real Babes' fish. Oh wait, I was getting a hit right there. Oh, he's going after the split shot. That looks like a little goby or sculpin of some sort.
Yeah, it's not those silver sides.
Oh, did you see that? Yeah. Oh, now he's going after yours. Come on back, buddy. Let me steal you from Laura. Yeah. Oh.
Change baits.
We had good luck on that one till about the first one. There's something that looks like bigger coming out of the side. Yeah, I don't have anything messing with my bait now.
There's something looking at it.
Real Babe suffered some bait envy. She just traded me rods. I'm actually going to go soak in the tide pool down here, and I'm going to take this rod with me. Real Babes is going to get the photo tank and the forceps so we can unhook this guy and take some pictures. I actually think I'm gonna get a tattoo from Hector of a little island goby. Almost all my tattoos are fish tattoos. And it's pretty much the #1 fish we've been catching this trip. So I want a little tattoo. I was gonna say, don't torture him to death. There he goes. Oh, he is pretty. Look at those colors. That's different. The other one had more saddles. This one's more spotted. Almost like, yeah, this one is different. Another one, this one's shallow. In there, it's gonna stay cooler. And I'm actually going to leave the little dink rod there to do some fishing as I do some soaking. I'm actually getting tiny little hits. Real Babes isn't leaving any hole to chance. She's checking them all out. It's easier, literally fishing for fish in a barrel.
Right.
Yeah, drop it back down. I don't know what those are.
I don't know what they are either, but I think they're mounts are too small for them.
Yeah, well, you have a size 4. That's the smallest we got right now.
I had those guys trying to eat my bait last time, and I just couldn't hook one.
Yeah, they're almost more interested in the split shot than the bait.
Than the bait, I know.
Oh, almost. Real Babes just downsized her bait. I just found a ton of unami, which is sea urchin, the red, like purple ones. You can see them all in the rocks down there. See all the urchins? There's a ton, and look down there in the deeper stuff. There's a couple of green rock crabs. Yeah. It would. Tide's coming up, which means we don't have a whole lot of time. Ooh! That's the first heavy flush those pools got. All Real Babes fish have been freed, and now they're back in the open water. So when I was saying we didn't have that much time before this spot was blowing out, I wasn't expecting it to hit that fast.
It's like, oh my gosh, I lost the micro fishing box.
Real Babes just panicked. She thought she left the micro fishing kit. No worries, baby.
Pretty rocky.
It is. Just watch out for fire coral and you're good.
That rip is pretty strong.
It is. Don't let it suck you all the way out.
I know. Like, I feel myself getting pulled. I'm gonna move a little closer towards shore.
Oh.
milk bone. Which
Wow.
tells you something about like.
They're like,
That's the first dog to eat one of Laura's milk bones.
That's so funny.
I've had like a box.
Okay, y'all, we are gonna leave Playa de Mar Chiquita and we're gonna head west because we're gonna look at a house over in Hatillo. We came back to Islote and decided to stop at this old canal flood control gate, and I think we might do some fishing. I don't know what those are jumping. That was an Iggy jumping. That was an Iggy hitting the water. He dropped out of that tree. These iguanas hang out over on branches over the water, and they use the water as an escape route when danger, like we're standing in one spot, so they're like, hey, you know, this folks checking me out. He just nosedived straight into the water. There's another termite mound on top of the cement. And you can see how they ran their mud tunnel right over the cement like they do in houses and commercial buildings and whatnot.
Yeah, company.
What?
So we got company.
These are all land crab burrows, y'all. While Real Babes is fishing, I found a piece of tin to flip. Looks like some crabs are under there, but nothing exciting. We are gonna go investigate another spot. We are at the second spot, and we're sort of limited because the only gear we brought was micro gear, and the other rods I have rigged up for Cayman. So we're gonna see what we can do here. Left all the way. You see it? There's that shallow rock area. I just realized there's a cave across the road here. I'm gonna go check it out. Yeah, you can see there's an iguana. Base of the banyan tree here and all the roots. And then there's the cave mouth up there. Take a picture of that one. I think it's different than the other ones.
Like, you're right. Like the ones that we were catching in the tide pool.
I think those were spotted, and I think these are banded, but I'm not sure. Real Babes lost the goby, so now we're gonna try to catch another one.
So two.
Yeah, I don't know what that is. Hopefully you can hook them. I'd like to figure it out.
Yeah. It's the second time I've seen those.
You getting bit up?
Yeah.
So am I. I think
Oh,
we got
that
some
was
bug
blood.
spray. Oh yeah, that was a skeeter. You got blood. I'm getting bit up. I'm gonna let Real Babes keep fishing. We are now headed to meet the realtor and go look at that house.
We're gonna be taking a hard right here pretty soon.
Okay.
Oh,
Next one. We are on our way to look at that house. Real Babes is pretty excited over this house, and we haven't even seen it yet.
I know. I don't know why. I'm trying not to get built up about it.
Didn't we come through here the other day with Jose and Ruth?
I don't know.
I thought it was the same road. Tell us about the house, baby.
It was one giant disappointment. Like, we didn't even pull into the driveway because, yeah, like, what I was picturing, she's like, oh, it's up on a vista, and you can see the ocean from the bedrooms, and it's got a pool, 4-bedroom, 2-bath, a bathhouse. Like, I'm like, oh my gosh, this is it. This is the one. And, you know, I asked her if it would
It's
freeze.
quite literally got a Walmart above ground pool, which wood framed. Wood does not last out here. So it was a really weird house.
Yeah, I asked her the important question, which was, will it appraise for 280? And she was like, oh yeah, it'll appraise for 280. And I'm like, all right, let's go check this thing out, right? No, man, not even close.
We are both versed enough in this market to know right off the rip, there's no way in hell that house is appraising for 280.
Maybe a chain of some sort.
Yeah, looks like we're gonna try Tony's barbecue while we're here.
Do you guys like dog biscuits?
The chickens might eat a dog biscuit. Real Babes is now going to attempt to feed the chickens a dog biscuit.
I don't even know that they'd be able to eat this.
Well, they seem interested. And I think she's angry that you gave her a milk bone.
I think everybody's angry about the milk bones.
Well, she's coming back to it. Oh, I crushed it. Now she's getting all happy and giving it to her chick. Here comes the other hen. See, someone likes your milk bones. We have no clue what's going on, y'all, but there is obviously a festival or something downtown. There's people all over and all kinds of roads shut down. Yeah, there's something going on. Yeah. Okay, we're coming up on the plaza, and it looked like a bunch of film trucks. Like they're filming a movie or a television. It could just be lights for the festival, because we have no clue what's going on. Yeah, there's a bunch of trucks. Bunch of people. Might be a Christmas festival.
Definitely something going on in the plaza.
Yeah, there's definitely something in the plaza. But I mean, like what?
No. How far are we? How far is the Airbnb from here? That's a line wrapping around.
That is a line. It's a huge line.
There's a stage set up.
And the line goes all the way down. Rex Cream's open. I'm digging Rex Cream. Okay, I'm gonna turn again. No, maybe not. Maybe I'll just get out of here.
Yeah, let's get out of here. And we can walk over here, can't we?
Yeah, way easy.
For free turkeys.
Okay. It's Free Turkey Day, I guess. Well, Thanksgiving's right around the corner.
Yeah, Thanksgiving is right around the corner, and
Oh, there it is.
yeah, that's live. They're giving away cases of water and turkey.
Okay. We're back at Bogota, and we wanted a little midnight snack. Salad, shrimp salad, French fries. Good morning. I'm finishing the editing of that and the outro, and then Real Babes and I are gonna figure out what we're doing today. No. Okay, we've been dealing with suicidal bees all day. They keep drowning themselves in the coffee. There's a dead one right there. Stop it, dude. Stop it. That's it for this video. We did a little bit of micro fishing. We found a really cool snook and tarpon spot. We weren't geared up for it. We'll probably hit that back within the next couple of days. And I think we're gonna look at some houses today, maybe? I don't know. But whatever we do, y'all are coming with us, and we will see y'all later. Love you.